Did you have any other thoughts with this Binance scenario? Because a lot of people were like really spreading. I think we talked about this a little bit today. I don't think people understand like what the significance would be. I guess maybe it's just like this shock of FTX going down in November and people starting to think that it's just this normal for an exchange to just go under like this. Now, Binance is not FTX. Binance makes smarter financial decisions. CZ, has pretty proven track record of being certainly a better manager of his businesses and funds than Sam Bankman-Fried, of course. He's been through multiple cycles at this point, was very wise during the last bull market compared to a lot of the other exchanges and people with, aspirations of growing their businesses more in crypto. So, I mean, I don't think people really understood, like, Binance just going up in flames overnight, like an FTX. Number one, wouldn't be that likely to happen. And number two, would be very, very bad. It's not just like an exchange just goes out of business every month,
Right. I think they have way more capital. Don't forget, they own CoinMarketCap. CZ owns a lot of other things as well. And now that I think about it, they really haven't been around that long. They didn't come into Binance was during the bull run of 2017.
I remember they were around.
That's when they kind of came to be, because I remember signing up with a Binance account.
Because you could get it in the US at that time, right?
You could until they had to switch it to be a Binance US only. You had to move all your coins over to the US platform at one point. And but yeah, so I mean, it hasn't been that long. I guess it has been almost 5 years, but still, it's not like they've been around as long as Coinbase by any means. Probably,
right.
A few years after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. It would be catastrophic for them to go down as well. I think it's much better managed. They have much more capital on hand to handle this, and even CZ himself said, bank runs are good every once in a while. It's to test the strength of what we have here, and see, as long as the assets can cover it, which they have so far. They only had a minor shutdown, and like I said, that was because they had to get more liquidity from their New York banks. So, but I think it's a good thing. People need to get their shit off of exchanges anyway. We've been saying that for how long? And I can't believe that there's still $3 billion sitting out there after what just happened. Right. Like, people don't learn, and they're not learning, and I don't understand it. It doesn't. I'll never understand it.
I won't either.
I get it. If you're a day trader, if you need, moving stuff in and out does take time. You're going to miss things. For those type of people, they're degens anyway, that just trade. They're going to probably end up losing their money anyway. So I don't feel sorry for them. But for the normal folks, if you still have coins on exchanges, man, it is your own fault if something happens. I feel everybody's been screaming it for the past month now. And if you still haven't learned, then it's your own damn fault.
Absolutely. I want to go back to what you said about day traders there, because that's something I've been thinking more and more about recently. And I know, although it's minuscule, well, you know what? I shouldn't say I know. It's not like I see their balance sheets or anything, or their P&Ls or anything like that. But it does seem to be that there are, there's a lot of volatility in crypto. So it would stand to reason that, you could maybe make some gains day trading in a market like this, just because there is so much volatility compared to legacy markets. But I mean, do you just inherently feel, and we can call them degens just because they want more action and stuff like that, but literally more on let's say you actually understand the concepts of day trading and you've been successful at it for a long time. I still kind of agree with the premise that you're kind of saying right there too, Ewok, of like, yeah, but you still have to be tied to an exchange. I mean, like, you can have that skill or whatever, but like, to make a decent living or to have a better profit loss, I'd imagine a good portion of your overall stack that you wouldn't want to lose is on an exchange for a good period of time. That's like you're always trading balance. Now, maybe you spread it out, amongst a few different exchanges or something like that. But to me, you and I actually value crypto, and I think most of the people who be watching or listening to this value crypto and have no interest in that, or they, I'll just say it the easier way, they do have interest in custodying their own coins. Day traders, I don't think really give as much of a shit about like crypto or all those principles or anything like that. It's just about trading to make profit. But
Right.
you
Right.
know, to me, it's you know, kind of a catch-22 because you shouldn't be leaving anything on an exchange just to do that either. Like I'm fundamentally in disagreement with that. So,
Right. Well,
yeah.
it's really hard to do that and make money on a decentralized on a DEX because of the bots, because of um, the other thing. You know, there's fees involved, but there's also bots and wash trading that happens on regular exchanges too. So, I guess if you break down the math, you know, it could be pretty close to about the same, you know, profit loss ratio as far as trading on a DEX and a centralized exchange. So who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, possibly. From what I understand, though, I mean, I don't think there's many people that are on DEXs actually doing day trading, or not the ones that seem to reveal themselves anyway, in the crypto Twitter space. So,